Oh, wait. Look. That didn't sound good. What's going on today, Break Gang? How are you guys doing today? I know it's been a little bit since I've made a video, and this is not a video that I want to come back with. I hope you guys had a great holidays. You're probably gonna see this video after the New Year, so I hope you guys had a very great New Year's as well. I hope everybody stayed safe. We tried our best to stay safe, and by any means we did that. Today's video, yes, you can read the thumbnail. Something crazy happened. Hopefully it's not gonna be an expensive fix, but I'm gonna explain everything to you guys, let you guys know what happened, how it went down. I mean, that was one in a lifetime experience, hopefully, and I'm very grateful to be able to make this video. I'm not going to put too much emphasis on that, but it was a crazy experience. So let's jump into the video. I'm sure you guys can tell by the thumbnail today that something bad has happened to the truck. Well, not as bad as it could have. A huge disclaimer first, the truck is okay. Nothing, I didn't wreck, I didn't crash, nothing physically happened to the truck, but something did happen to the truck, obviously. So I'm gonna just kind of, I don't even know where to start with this. This is a video that I don't really want to make, something that I don't like to make, but I document everything with the truck with you guys, and that's why I'm making this video. Everything is okay, everything's gonna be okay. The truck's not going anywhere or anything like that, so y'all can, you know, kind of chill out a little bit. But I don't even know where to start. I guess let's go set up the camera somewhere, and I'll before we jump into how to fix this thing. So first, we got it home last night. If you guys watch my Instagram, you know that, you know, we got a house now. We got it back to the house. I threw it up on the curb, didn't even want to try and get it into the driveway. But I'm gonna set up the camera, explain start to finish what happened, how it happened. It's a crazy story, but yesterday was a great day and almost turned into the worst. I went and was able to see my mom yesterday for the first time in a couple months. So, you know, I love her so much. So glad I got to see her and her friend. But it was just a crazy day. I'm excited to be able to share it with you guys. Again, let's jump into, it's story time. Story time today is brought to you by the piece of equipment graciously sponsored by Chevrolet that saved my life last night. The push on, push off emergency brake. If you guys don't have one, get one, because you kind of need one. So I guess let's start here. We went to Columbus to meet my mom yesterday for lunch. I hadn't seen her, didn't get to see her for the holidays. Had a great time yesterday. No issues with the truck. Nothing. So we drive the 2 hours, we hang out for 3 or 4 hours, and then we come back. So on the way back, I'd say it's about a 2-hour drive. So about an hour and 30 minutes in, we go to change from one interstate to another interstate. And the grade braking, I don't know if any of you guys have any of you guys that have the Chevrolets, when you're going downhill really fast, grade braking will drop from like 5th gear to 4th gear to help you slow down without you having to do anything. And I thought I hit the brake at the wrong time. My pedal went all the way to the floor. And I was just like, man, that's weird. You know, I didn't say anything. Me and Christine are driving down the road. I thought I just hit it at the right time with the grade brake. I thought I just hit it at the right time and that was it. And you know, whatever. So it didn't happen again for another 30 minutes. So fast forward a little bit. We're about 10 miles from home in the worst part of town, probably the worst part of Atlanta. And that sentence right there is solidified later on in the story. I'm going down the interstate and I go to hit my brake a little bit and it goes all the way to the floor again. I'm like, shit. So I try and pump it a little bit and it's like jerking to the right, and it just, the brakes, literally at that point, they're done. There's nothing. I push it to the floor every time and nothing happens. So we're going 70 miles an hour down the interstate with no brakes, and I'm just like, well, this is great. Like, I am not freaking out because I'm in like survival mode at this point. I didn't even know what to do. And I'm just like, hey, so my brakes aren't working. And she's just like, what do you mean your brakes aren't working? And I'm just like, they're not working. The brakes, I mean, I wasn't laughing at the time, but I mean, it's kind of funny now because we're safe. But so we pull off on this exit, and as we're pulling off the exit, I'm sitting there, I'm freaking out, trying to figure out what to do. Thankfully, there was enough brake fluid left in the truck that if I pushed it all the way down and pushed it as hard as I could, it would slow the truck down. So we get off. As we're pulling off this exit, she goes, why are you pulling off at this exit? I'm like, I gotta pull off somewhere. I need to do something. So we pull off. I find this random gas station. We pull into the gas station, and there's like 5 to 10 homeless people just scattered around this gas station, and I'm not even thinking about it. So she stays in the truck, and she would be able to tell the story better. But these homeless people, they all kind of start pointing over to the truck, and she thought we were gonna get robbed. There's a bunch of homeless people out here, and we got a big nice truck, and I'm look at me, I look like daddy's money. So I mean, we're riding in this random place, and we got a bunch of homeless people around us. It's the middle of the night. It's probably like 8 o'clock at night. I mean, that's not the middle of the night, but Anyway, you get the point. So we're in a sketchy place. I'm popping the hood. One of the homeless people comes over, and he was really nice. He helped me out. And so we get there, and I'm trying to figure out, you know, what the hell's going on. I'm calling Lewis. I thought it was the back brakes, that maybe something had happened. I had no idea what was going on. But long story short, this is what we had figured out. So we had figured out that, oh, you can't see it right there. So we get to the gas station, and he looks underneath, and my freaking brake caliper is off the truck. So we got it zip tied up and then tied up with a little rag. So on both sides, it's tied to the sway bar, it looks like, but it was just hanging down. So that was my issue. At some point during that drive, the bolts for the brake caliper had come loose, and the brake caliper just come off and popped a leak in the brake fluid on the brake line, and all my brake fluid came out. So there's your culprit to figuring out what the hell was going on with this, is my brake caliper came all the way off the freaking truck, which I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen that before, but I've definitely never experienced that before. And experienced 70 miles an hour trying to get off the interstate with no brakes is definitely fun as well. So we figure out what that is, and we go to try and figure out, just try and get it tied up or try and do something. We finally get it tied up, and I'm just like trying to figure out, you know, how am I gonna get this home? I don't wanna get it towed. And the cops come over to me and they're just like, look, the best thing you can do right now is ride the e-brake home, stay on the right side, go slow. It's only about 10 miles for you to get home. But one thing is for sure, you do not want to be here right now. And I'm just like, what do you mean? Is this bad side of town or something? And they're just like, that's the best way to put it, yeah. But a lot of bad stuff goes on around here. And there were 2 cops in the parking lot that told me that. And I'm just like, all right, yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna ride my e-brake home now. I'm not sticking around here. So we hop in the truck, we ride the e-brake 10 miles home. I get it home, and now this is where we sit. In the driveway, or not in the driveway, up on the curb in front of the house. This is where we're at right now. So that brings us to current. I've not called anybody. I mean, I've talked to a couple people about the truck. I might need to just replace the brake line and some of the bolts for the calipers. I don't know. The bad news is I'm gonna have to drive it again to get it looked at somewhere. I think me and Lewis are gonna look at it at the shop. I'm not sure, but that's where we're at now. So, you know, just so you guys can know, thank you for anybody that messaged me or anything. I did post something on my story last night to let you guys know what had happened. I do like to document everything with you guys because that's just part of what we do on the channel. So whether it's good or bad, hopefully never the bad, but the bad comes sometimes. I know you guys are tired of hearing me talk, so we're gonna go ahead and jump to that. We are gonna get it fixed, get that figured out. Stay tuned.
A few moments later.
Thankfully, a huge shout out to TJ at Capital Cadillac. I know we skipped, it is the next day. We were able to get all the parts in. We got a new caliper, new brake pads, new clips, new brake line. I think we're gonna have to use old brake line because the new ones are gonna be too short, but we have all the right parts. Huge shout out to Rob. He's gonna help us get this. He's actually gonna put the new brakes on, re-bleed the whole system, get us back on the road safely. So let's go knock that out. And just like that, the 2-day adventure, what turned into one of the best days, almost turned into one of the worst days of my life. I'm so glad I got to see my mom, but that day ended up really crazy. I'm glad we could get it all fixed. As painless and as simple as possible. This wasn't the craziest fix in the world. Thank you so much to Rob for knocking this out for me. I needed it so much, or I wouldn't be able to drive home tonight. So I'm gonna go home, get something to eat, enjoy being able to drive my truck again. I hope you guys are excited the bow tie's back on the road, even though you guys didn't really have to experience it not on the road. You just get to watch the YouTube videos, and I hope you guys continue to do so. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I enjoy all of your comments on everything. You guys are the best. I will see you guys next time. Let's get this bread.
Get the spread.
Is it gonna focus on me? Is there? Say hello. Freedom _F150. Follow my man right here. We're not gonna do that today.